Now, I don't usually review smartwatches on my channel, mostly because the smartwatch game is kind of whack, especially on Wear OS. It's usually a smartwatch will look really good, but it has outdated specs, so it'll perform horribly, especially in the long run, or it'll perform really well, but the design looks kind of horrible. On my wrist, I have the TickWatch Pro 4G LTE, and it solves the issue to an extent. It performs really well while still keeping a solid modern looking design, more on that later. On top of that, since it supports 4G LTE, this thing can act like a smartphone. Just keep in mind that the wireless connectivity only works on Verizon's network. I mean, the thing about this is that it has its own number. So anyone, including your grandma, can call your watch and you can quickly answer the call and talk to it as if it were a phone. It even has a speaker on the bottom which gets fairly loud for a smartwatch so you can hear the other person clearly.
Once there lived a protagonist and some supporting characters. Together they went on a journey.
No longer do you need a flagship to stay connected because once the Bluetooth connection to a paired device is lost, LTE switches on. You can use Google Assistant, send a reply to a message, stream music while your watch is paired to your Bluetooth wireless earbuds, look up the weather, or even browse the web. The only reason I wouldn't use this as a permanent smartphone replacement, and I doubt any of you were planning to replace your smartphone with a smartwatch, is that first of all, it doesn't have a camera, of course, and secondly, the Wear OS Play Store doesn't support that many apps when compared to your phone. Plus, the support for most Wear OS apps isn't that great. For example, Spotify Wear OS doesn't allow you to play music straight from your watch. There's no official Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, Google Chrome, or WhatsApp application for Wear OS. And without your phone's connection, Google Maps isn't that great at navigating you on Wear OS, even if the TickWatch Pro supports GPS functionality. And let's face it, you probably don't want to scroll through a social feed or read an article on a 1 or 2 inch display anyways. This watch is more of a backup if your phone dies. Since it has a fantastic battery life lasting around 2 days max, I can still use this to call people, look up information, and more without needing a smartphone. I also love the magnetic charger it comes with. It outputs 5 watts of power, so it charges pretty quickly. And once the TickWatch drains to a battery life of 5% or lower, it'll automatically jump into essential mode, which is a power saving mode, to only let you see the time, date, heart rate, and the number of steps on the secondary LCD screen. Apparently on this mode, the TickWatch Pro can last up to 30 days on a single charge, which is insane. Speaking of that dual layer display, it has a resolution of 400 by 400, which looks good. However, it does turn into a pinkish tint if you look at it from really aggressive angles. The main screen is AMOLED from when I'm actually using the watch, and that black background on the latest Wear OS version looks extremely sexy on this watch. It also has a secondary screen which lays directly on top of the AMOLED, and it's a monochrome LCD screen which is used for standby mode or that essential mode I was talking about earlier to save battery. With this watch, you no longer have to enable the always on screen, since the secondary screen will automatically turn on when your watch is not in use, so this will save you a ton of battery. Now the watch itself is pretty big when compared to my Fossil Gen 4. It's slightly thicker, has a bigger dimension, and has a more robust design. But it still feels pretty light at 47 grams. It's even lighter than its previous predecessor, which is surprising considering that this new model has a 4G modem in it. And if I accidentally drop it or rub it against the wall, I'm pretty confident that the screen will be okay since the bezel is stainless steel, the back cover is aluminum, and the display is Gorilla Glass 3. It has 2 buttons on the side. The top one is used to power on the display or open the app drawer if the screen is already on. Long pressing it will bring up Google Assistant. The second key can be pressed once to open any app you'd like. Double clicking it will open up Google Pay, and long pressing it will bring up the shortcuts menu. Kind of a bummer that you can only customize the single press function on the lower button, but it's not a huge deal. Plus, since it has water resistance with an IP68 rating and the band material is rubber, I can jump in the pool with this thing and still check the time, phone's notifications, etc. It also looks great in any casual outfit while you're working out at the gym or just doing everyday tasks, but it's definitely not something I'd wear to a fancy dinner party, a wedding, or even the club. I'd stick to Fossil Gen when it comes to aesthetics. As I said before, the TickWatch Pro comes packed with the latest Wear OS software, version 2.8. The main screen is the watch face, which you can change by long pressing it. I decided to switch it to a different watch face called IO Classic Watch Face because the design is minimal and it's very customizable, allowing me to change the 4 inner circles to anything I like. I'll drop a link down below if you're interested. Swiping to the right will bring up Google's newest feature called Tiles. They're basically multiple pages that let you check on the weather, headlines, next calendar event, fitness, a timer, and more. The only thing that sucks is that you can only add up to 5 tiles at a time, so make sure to choose wisely. Swiping up from the main screen will pull up your phone's notifications, which you can also interact with. Pulling down from the watch face will bring up a couple of quick settings, the battery level, connectivity, and a system settings icon. And swiping from the left will pop up the Google Assistant page. The TickWatch also focuses a lot on health and fitness. It comes with 3 fitness apps already pre-installed. TickPulse keeps track of your heart rate throughout the day. TickHealth displays circles that show you progress towards your daily goals, such as number of steps, distance, calories burned, etc. It's very similar to the Apple Watch's activity rings, and TickExercise provides you with a detailed analysis of any exercise you do. As for the performance, this doesn't use the latest Snapdragon Wear 3100, it's just the older 2100 processor, but it does have double the RAM from its previous predecessor at 1GB, and let me tell you, it's really smooth with a great response time. I did get a few occasional hiccups, but for the most part, I'm very pleased with the performance. Animations are smooth, apps load up quickly, phone connectivity is excellent, and the download speeds are fast. Lastly, the TickWatch Pro 4G LTE does cost a whopping $300, which I realize is pretty expensive, but one of the reasons I still recommend this watch is because it set the bar for what an Android smartwatch should provide in 2019. It's got a really solid design that is perfect for any everyday situation. It's always connected to the web, even without your phone in your pocket, if you have Verizon, of course. It's got a dual layer display, it's waterproof, has a speaker and microphone, amazing battery life, NFC for Google Pay, a heart rate monitor, and the latest version of Wear OS, so you always have Google Assistant and some of your Android apps at hand. It seems like the complete package. The only thing that's missing is the latest Snapdragon Wear processor, but honestly, the performance has been so great that I have no complaints. Definitely check it out if you're in the market for a smartwatch. Anyways, that's been my review of the TickWatch Pro 4G LTE, but before I sign off, I did want to show off a really dope smart wallet that a company by the name of Ekster sent me. They by no means are a sponsor or paid me to include them in this video. They just sent me this wallet and I decided that I wanted to share it with you guys. So this wallet is called Parliament Wallet. It's 80 bucks, and with the tracker card, it's an extra $30. And you may be thinking that's really expensive, but you need to check out what this wallet can do. First off, it has a button which launches your cards when you press it. It's perfect for when you want to pay for something quickly and don't want to look for your credit card or ID in the stash of cards that you have. On top of that, it has an optional tracker card which lets you track the wallet on an app if you lose it, or you can ring it if you can't find it in your room, and vice versa to find your phone. It also has a flap for all your extra cards and a strap for all your cash. It's a really beautiful wallet that has a slim design and it's made out of real premium leather. There are also a ton of color options to choose from. Plus, if $108 is too expensive for you, they also have last year's model, which is only $100 with a tracker card. Plus, they have a summer sale code going on. By the way, they didn't tell me to say that. But if you want to get it cheaper, it's just $83 with that code. Anyways, that's been it for this video. If you guys enjoyed, do me a favor and drop a thumbs up. Get subscribed with the notification bell turned on so you don't miss out on any weekly Android videos. Check out my line of merch at HowToMen.shop, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Kapow!